everyone, this is Pennie Rumsey. I am a woman of faith, a mother of virtue, and a warrior of light. Do you wonder what the purpose of life is? Today I'd like to share with you a message about how I see the purpose of life. In fact, it reminds me of a lesson that I learned out in my garden. I am a gardener, at least I was a few years ago when I started to learn all of these amazing lessons. And one of the lessons that I learned was there's more than one right way to water a garden. I used to have a belief, a paradigm, that there was only one right way to do something, that there was either a wrong way or a right way. Well, what I learned in my garden was it didn't necessarily matter if my neighbor watered through irrigation once a week or if I watered by hand every day, but the result of getting a harvest was the point. So if you get a harvest, then it doesn't really matter if it's the right way. So that was a lesson that I learned in my garden, along with the parable of the peas, which taught me to see things from different perspectives. If you want to learn more about that, I have some awesome videos on my website you can go check out. But the thing that I wanted to share with you about the purpose of life is that this is just my perspective, because everyone has their own perspective. Everyone has the way that they see things, which I so value, and I validate you and the way that you see life. Because by seeing each other's perspectives, we're able to gain a bigger picture of what this picture looks like. So I was watching these videos last night of these guys doing interviews with people about what's the purpose of life, and it was interesting to see the different answers that people would come up with, and that's what got me thinking about all of this. So one of the things after I got watching this video was that I was feeling like the purpose of life is to grow in faith. Because if there's something we want that's way out there that we need to reach for, then the purpose of life would be to find out the growing steps that we need to do to be able to get to what we want. So what is the purpose of life? I'll tell you the way that I see it. The way that I see the purpose of life is that it is for self-mastery. The purpose of life is to learn to master yourself. You need to learn to control yourself. And the way that I do that is through life's experiences. I find that my life's experiences are custom built around what I need to learn for my life and my purpose and my mission. And if I listen and I'm aware and I look at those circumstances and I find those lessons that life is presenting me, then I am able to learn the next lesson that's going to get me to the next step. So that's one of the main purposes that I see life is for. So one of the things that I learned while I was learning in my garden was two different opposite pictures about the kind of person that I was growing to become. So the two opposite pictures, if you've seen my Z model, it shows a picture of a Z that shows the opposites of life and how we can either grow toward the light or grow toward the darkness by certain choices and consequences. So in that Z model, if you want to go check it out, I got some videos on YouTube and there's a webinar that teaches all about it. So go check those out. But in this two opposite pictures, on the left side, I see there's a person inside of a box. If you've read the Arbiter Institute stuff, I think that's where this idea got planted in my mind about the man in the box. How I kind of see it like there's actually mirrors on the inside of this box, because every time this man or woman tries to look out at the world through this mirrored box, all they see is themselves. So I kind of see that this type of person is the opposite of what I want to become, but as the river pulls me downward, that's the natural thing that will happen unless I choose differently by conscious, deliberate effort. So on the right side, the person that I'm trying to become is the person that is, I see it as, I'm going to have to get some pictures, but I don't have them created yet. So it's a picture of a person that has light rays shooting out from them. So this is the person that I'm trying to become, and in order to become that person, you need to swim upstream. It's a constant, deliberate choice to do that every single day. So that was kind of what I see as the purpose of life. That's what I mean by self-mastery, is that there's this this natural man, or the person that you would default to if you didn't give an effort, and then there's the person that you can become if you give everything that you have. So that's what life is about for me, is fulfilling the measure of my creation, is becoming everything that I feel that I was born to become and doing those things that I was born to do. So I wanted to share with you a quick tool that I use to figure out my mission statement or my mission in life, because finding your mission is one of those really oblivious things. You're like, yeah, but how do I do it? Where do I begin? I have a course that I am creating right now called the Mission Focused course that goes through more of the intimate details about how that process happens, because I've lived it. And I have been very aware of the conscious process that has gone on all throughout my journey. So I'm putting all of that knowledge and experience into this course, and I would be excited for you to come and check it out. But the tool that I want to give you right now is called the power of words. So what you do is you find just a regular cardstock paper, like an 8.5 by 11 paper that's made of cardstock. So it's made of cardstock because you're going to be using it over and over and over again, and it needs to stay in a place where it's special to you. So even if you make it like fancy what's the word? If you make it fancy scrapbooking paper or something like that, then that would maybe give it more value to you, something that is really important. So what you do is you learn, you focus on, okay, you ask yourself, what's my mission? And what do I need to do to figure that out? What do I need to do to learn my mission? Just ask the question in your mind. I usually do this at night before I go to bed, and then when I wake up in the morning, I have ideas, and then I write those down. So you focus on what it is that you want to learn, and then ask questions, and then those answers are going to come, and then you're going to write them down. So in this example, you would write down the words that you learn that you want to own. So you want to become this thing. Like I have words like galvanism and synergy and innovative and all of these different words that just, they mean so much to me, and they help me feel power. They help me feel grounded, and yes, that's what I want. That's who I'm supposed to become. So find your core book, find whatever source that you want to find. I'm not sure that the source is what's most critical, but listening to that inner voice with inside of you, that is going to be the most critical thing. So find whatever you're reading, and you look for words that sing to your heart, I call it, and they will help you know what it is that you're born to do. So when I first started, I'll post a picture of it. I was going to grab it and I forgot. In fact, I'll go get it. Hold on. Okay, so this is my first mission statement, and I'll just hold it up to the camera. I do have a picture of this on my website. You can go check it out. It's under the About Me part where it talks about my mission. Just so you know, I believe that there are 3 different areas of what your mission is. I believe you have a personal mission, and a family mission, and a public mission. And I believe those 3 things grow in that order. You need to be able to have a personal victory before you can have a family victory, and you need to have a family victory before you can have a mission victory, a public victory. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it happens sequentially in those orders. I kind of see that it happens like a baby grows, and those different things grow as you grow as a person. Your capacity to be able to grow in those different areas increases. I just ran to the bathroom, so I'm a little bit out of breath. Okay. So this is my mission statement. So what I started doing when I started making this, the first time I was in college, I was studying Stephen Covey's stuff with one of my student government trainers. He taught a class called What Matters Most. So I was in that class several times, so I got very intimately, all of the words of Stephen Covey got like put into my mind. I like totally just stuck in there. So all of these words is what I found when I was going through that class, when he helped me to find what are the words that means the most to me. So what these are on my paper is what Stephen Covey calls the 4 basic needs. And they're to learn, to live, to love, and I wrote to give, but that means to leave a legacy. And all of over these different areas are the different added words that this one word means to me, so that I can feel it in my heart when I see this one word. And this hangs up in my bathroom. I see it every day, and it reminds me what is my purpose in life. So number 1 says to learn from your mistakes, question your assumptions, push forward, to daily correct, and to be tenacious, to have tenacity, to be on the ball, and to search for truth. Number 2 says to live, and that to me means being genuine, to enjoy, to be spontaneous, to be in the now, to risk yourself, to laugh like a child. Carpe diem, from an old movie that I saw a long time ago. So those are all the things that to live means to me. And this one here, to love. To love means to support and to lift up the downhearted and to accept faults and to value diversity and to give affirming words. So this is who I am, who I am born to become. And then one quick thing after I get done with about weaknesses and strengths in that regard, to give without regard for return, words that build up and praise, and to leave that legacy, to give something from your life that when your life is over, that you have left your mark here on the earth. Okay, so about this accepting faults and affirming words and all this stuff, I once asked one of my mentors, do you think that we have, excuse me, do you think that we have a mission? In fact, it's on the front page of my website. You could probably listen to it much better than I can explain it. But I asked her a question from Nicolene Peck. It's down on the bottom of the front page. But I asked her, there's audio recording down there. I asked her the question of, do you think that we have weaknesses that are opposite from who we're born to become, or do we take these weaknesses and turn them into strengths, and then that process helps us to become who we're born to be? And she said, I think you're really onto something here. And she gave me the answer of her great insights of what she saw. So I just wanted to point that out, that it's not always going to be the easiest thing for you to be able to live your mission, because you have to work for it through constant deliberate effort to be able to go forward up that stream. Okay, I'm excited today to be able to invite you to my mentoring program. I wanted to be able to give you an invite to that. I am creating that program right now. I have a one-on-one program that I am launching right now, and a group mentoring program that I will be launching in the near future. So I invite you to come and check out that page on the website. On our one-on-one mentoring program, just so you know, we will be working through any 3 areas that you feel you need to work on. A one-on-one mentoring program is a customized program for you. I'm going to work one-on-one with you and figure out what it is that you need to learn next, or now, or where you are, to be able to move forward in your mission. My major #1 goal is to be able to help you listen to your inner voice, to be able to help you learn how to think, how to analyze, how to solve those problems and figure out how to move forward, and to be able to climb up that next step. It's just sometimes by perspectives, really, that someone else is able to help us to see a different viewpoint of our own lives. As a mother, I know that in my home, I have a lot of challenging times where it's just really difficult for me to be able to see what I'm doing in my own home, because I am stuck in my own little paradigms. We all have borders that we need to push through, and I work really hard to be able to analyze what those things are that I'm doing that is causing my negative emotions or reactions, or what's going on inside of me that is causing me to do this thing that I am doing that I don't like the result of. So anyway, that's what I'm going to help you do. If you want to work through your personal victory, I can help you learn how to get negative emotions out of you. I can help you learn how to focus on the most important thing. I can help you with time management skills and learning how to balance your time. Guilt is one of the biggest tools that the negative stuff tries to stop me from moving forward, that I have these time areas of priorities and values that are most important to me, and I have learned an amazing time managing tool. It's an amazing time managing tool because it's helped me to eliminate the guilt of feeling like I need to do more and more and more all the time. And if I can just focus this one block of time to focus on this one area that I need to do, it's along the idea from Stephen Covey, how he says to do first things first. And if he has a really cool video, I don't know if it's, you can find it on YouTube, but it's of some rocks that a lady is trying to put inside of a bowl, and she's trying to fit all of these rocks in, but it can't really fit all at the same time. So he's like, okay, let me shift your paradigm. let's put in the big rocks first, because she had big rocks and medium rocks and little rocks. And so she put in the big rocks first, and she's like, okay, well now they fit. Because before there was the little rocks in there first, and then she was trying to put the big rocks on top and it wasn't working. So he just flipped her paradigm, helped her to see, okay, put your big rocks in first. And then she put the medium rocks and then the small rocks, and he kept asking her over and over again, okay, is it full now? Is it full? And she's like, yeah, each time she's like, yeah, I think it's full now. And then after they got the big, medium, and small rocks in there, then they put sand in there. Oh, no, it's not full now. So they put sand in there. And then was it full? And she's like, yeah, for sure it's full now. But he's like, nope. And then he poured in water. And then, so there's always more that can go in there if we learn to prioritize it by what's most important first. You do first things first, and then those other things fall in order. So I can teach you time management tools in the personal victory area. If you're looking for a family victory, I have analyzing skills that I can help you to be able to work through and see what's happening with you in your home. I can go deep with you into what's going on to help you figure out what you need to do in your thinking. It's kind of like a recognizing weeds process, that as we go through our thinking, we're able to recognize certain things that are going on. And then when we pull those weeds out and recognize the different paradigm that we can look at life through, that things look different. So that's one of the gifts that I have, is I am able to recognize paradigms. I need that open. It's okay, just leave it right there. I'm able to recognize the paradigms that people have, and I'm able to help them find the truth of what they need. Not right now, honey. I'll be with you in a minute. Not right now. I'll be with you in a minute. To help them recognize the truth of what they need, that will help them to see the truth instead of being stuck in the negative paradigm. So that would be in family victory, personal victory, and then in public victory. If you are in the phase of seeking what your mission is and figuring out what you need to do to live that mission victory, I can help you. Not right now. Wait. If you're looking for that public mission victory, then I can help you find out how to listen to that voice, how to ask the questions, and then how to be able to put that into a plan that can help you to move forward. It will be really awesome if you join me in the Mission Focused course, because that course is made for people who have somewhat worked through their personal victory and their family victory. And then they're in a place of mission victory where they need to be able to create a solution that they can give to others. If you're not ready for the one-on-one mentoring price point, then check out the group mentoring. That will be launching really soon. I'm excited. I'm excited to be able to help you, because honestly, when it comes down to it, the reason why I'm doing all of this is, number one, to be able to help my kids, and number two, to be able to help other people, to lift them from the burdens that they feel like are stopping them, because that's where I was 5 years ago. I was in a place of personal bondage. I was totally stuck in my personal, I was stuck in my family, I definitely was stuck in my mission area. I was stuck and I didn't know how to get out of that pit. So no matter where you are, I believe that I can help you. I can help you find what the next tool that you need to be able to move forward. I am awesome at remembering where sources are to lead you to the next source of what to learn. So if you feel like this is the right program for you and the right time for you to do it, then check that out. And if you're not sure that this is the right time for you or the right program for you, then I invite you to do a free consultation with me. Just go ahead and fill out the form that I'll be putting below this video about doing a free consultation. And then we'll be able to go through, I'll go through a series of questions. And in these questions, it will help us to be able to assess where you are and where you want to go, so that we can customize a strategy for you to be able to go through your mentoring and make it most effective as possible. Because in the time that we're together, I want to give you those tools that you need to be able to move forward. So check that out. I am excited to be able to help you. I look forward to connecting with you. Until next time, this is Pennie Rumsey reminding you to live your mission with passion, power, and purpose.